Hola chicos. In this video I'm going to explain the project Conjugarte. Okay? So, conjugarte means conjugate it, and what we're going to be doing is conjugating these verbs and drawing, and together we're going to recreate some famous masterpieces by Spanish-speaking artists. Okay? So, the first thing you're going to do is look at your project. So you might say to yourself, well, I don't know what it's supposed to look like. That's the point, okay? The point is that you have to reconstruct it square by square, all right? So let's start with the strategy that I like to use, and then I'll offer you a second strategy, and you can do whatever you want, okay? The first one is to go straight across the board. So, for example, do all the yos, and then all the tus, and then all the la, usted, etc. So the information I would need to complete this successfully would be how to conjugate a verb and the correct endings for AR verbs, because these are all going to be with AR verbs. So if you don't know it by heart, you're going to want your grammar packet out to help you in order to complete this. So let's start with the first square. Yo and the verb hablar, right? So across the top we have all the verbs. Across the vertical axis we have our subjects. So I'm going to conjugate hablar in the yo form. So I know the steps are 1, remove the ending. I'm left with habl. 2, figure out who's verbing. Well, we know it's going to be yo. 3, add the correct ending. The correct ending for yo is o, so it becomes hablo. So the word I'm looking for is hablo, and I'm going to find it here amongst these options. And it is, I just saw it, this one. Hablo, okay? Now, there is nothing in this square, which means we don't have to do anything, okay? We're just going to leave it blank. And we can move on to the next one. Next one is estudiar. So first I'm going to take out the ending, estudi. I'm going to figure out who's verbing, again, yo. And then I'm going to add the correct ending, estudio. So then I'm going to look for the estudio box, which is here, okay? It can be a little bit difficult to look for the correct boxes. So my recommendation is, as you complete each one, cross it off up here at the top. So I'm going to take estudio, and what's in there, I'm going to place inside my square. I'm going to draw it, okay? Then I have escuchar. So I'm going to take out the ending. I have escuch, figure out who's verbing yo, add the correct ending, escucho. That's it. Now I have to look for escucho, which is that one. And what's in that box, I'm going to draw in this box, okay? So if it's blank, you just leave it blank. Whatever it has, you draw. Whatever it doesn't have, you don't draw, okay? That's one strategy. I think it's easier because I can kind of hammer out all the O endings at the same time. The other strategy would be to do it verb by verb. So I would take the verb hablar, and I would do each of the squares until I finish the verb hablar, and then move on to the next verb. So we already know the first one is yo hablo, that's blank. Then we would move on to tu. So we would do the same steps. 1, take off the ending, habl. Figure out who's verbing, tu. Add the correct ending, as, tu hablas. So we're going to look here for hablas. See if we can't find it. And it is looking. Maybe you found it already. There it is. Oh, lucky us, we got another blank one, okay? So we don't have to do anything for that one. And then I would move on to the next. So I have habl for la and usted. I'm going to add the a ending, it becomes habla. So then I would look for habla. Whatever I have in that box is what I would draw in there, okay? So you're going to just go box by box. You can either go across or down, or you can mix them up, or even an alternate strategy. If you feel like you're a 3 or a 4 with conjugating verbs, something that might be a little more challenging would be to look at first the box and then figure out where it goes. So I see estudias, and I know that's an ending for tu, and the verb estudiar. So I would come over here, estudiar, go down till I found tu, and draw that in the box, okay? Whatever you want to do is fine. The idea is that you complete it, okay? Now, so I started this one, and she looks really angry. I'm not sure why, but this is what mine looks like. Okay? Just do the best you can. Just complete it to the best of your ability. I do not want to hear, well, I can't draw. Well, have you guys seen me draw? I'm horrible. So that's why you're just replicating square by square. Just do the best you can, all right? No excuses. The other thing is how many should you do? You will receive for this time a total of 4, okay? You'll have 2 smaller ones, and what I mean by smaller is there's only 5 verbs, right? And then you will have 2 larger ones where there's about 10 verbs. You need to complete 1 small one, 1 large one. You choose which one you want to do. I don't care. But you need to have 1 small one, 1 large one. So you have 4 options. You will complete 2 of them. 2 out of the 4, okay? Just to be super ultra clear, you are not writing in any of these conjugations. You are drawing in what you see based on the conjugation, okay? If you have any questions, let me know. We will hand this out in class, but this is instructions if you want to get started early. All right, good luck, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.